keep more of the possession and try to get everyone involved, and then just be patient and wait for the right moment. Yeah.
5 games between the Gambia and Angola. 4 wins for Angola and only 1 win for the Gambia, which came on 13th November 2019, which is actually history. And they will be looking forward to making another history here if possible. But the Palanca Negras knocking it slowly, seeking for guards to exploit at the far end. They are left in possession. They're still trying to go forward. Zola, number 16, it comes in. Musa Barrow claiming for a foul. The assistant referee didn't agree. The Angolan, Dion Gente, still trying to go forward. Place it back. Asan Tise trying to press there. But the Angolan center back to number 4 is very steady. Kialonda. The yellow submarine in possession here. The Palanca Negras trying to penetrate the Scorpions if possible. But things not working. Cross comes in. Headed away by Suleiman Mare. Is it going to be a corner? He will allow the ball to go out. And it goes out for a corner.
Yes, that was an interesting piece of play from the Angolans. They seem to not be pressured. They're just playing good football, and a dangerous cross comes in, which we have to take care of. Asan Sise wins the ball up high, and this is Gambia's strength. Asan is way faster than all the defenders.
In the box there. Musa is there. Asan crossed, recovered in the hand of the player, and the referee has whistle. Is going to be
just outside the box.
Just outside. Lucky moment for the Palanca Negras. Atu, that was a good build-up by the Gambia.
Yeah, I thought that was inside the box.
We was hoping for that. But yes, that's the kind of game that we are expecting from the Gambia. Angola come at us and we break fast like that. We have that pace and we have that killer instinct up front with Musa Barrow, with Asan Sise, and obviously Ablai Jallow. So this is what you want to see, Gambia breaking fast with Angola running behind them, because it seems their defenders are not as quick as our strikers.
Like, they settled really well in this game because they're playing with less pressure. At the goal, I think will make them
free kick at a very decent position for the Gambia. Musa Barrow and Abdoulaye Jallow standing over the ball. Fancy Musa to go for this one. At least try to hit the target. Or would Abdoulaye try to swing in the ball for one of the tall, lanky players to head in?
Would have expect Musa to go for a goal from this distance. I mean, it's a tight angle for the goalkeeper, and probably could be so much difficult for him to decide on which direction of the goalpost Musa is going to put the ball.
As you notice, he's just calling on his players to come and crowd the goal line area. That way the vision of the keeper is blurred. That is really important if he's trying to go in for goal.
But headed away by the centre backs.
Played back in.
Offside. Well struck by Barrow.
Yes, that was with venom, that was with intent. The guy was there at the right place at the right time to head it out. But that's basically what he was trying to do. Everything was executed as to what he tried to do, except the Angolan defender was at the right place. Yeah.
The Angolans still patiently building from the back. Should the players allow them to build from the back easily like that?
If you see them doing it right now, that's what the coach that's part of the game plan. Yeah, so they got to do as the coach says.
Yes, definitely. I think that's exactly what the Gambia are trying to do. They're trying to lull the Angolans into their half and then break away quickly, because that is our strength. We all saw this kind of game plan since this thing started. It's Tom St. Fit's bread and butter system. It may not be so attractive to some supporters, but it's been yielding results. So we just have to just watch it play out and I hope that, you know, we get a goal as early as possible to calm the nerves.
Another miss kick and possession easily given away. Throw to the Angolans. Although we have seen so many missed passes, the ball being played to touch under no pressure.
As I said earlier on, the game of this magnitude, all these mistakes is expected. But as I said, I hope we grow gradually into this game and take hold of it. Yeah.
10 minutes of unimpressive football from both ends. The first time the Gambia played Angola was on 26 July 1987, which ended goalless in the Estadio Nacional de Ombaka in Angola. And from that moment, they played again on 3rd January 2010, and it was a 1-1 draw. Still in Angola, Busawane scored as early as the 4th minute. And Manucho Gonçalves level matters for Angola. I think he's a player, Manchester United players. Our supporters will definitely remember Gonçalves, Manucho. He used to play with them. The Gambia knocking it slowly, trying to build up attack. Moment by the strong centre back playing as a defensive midfielder today. And that is a free kick to the Scorpions. Usually it should have been very much easy for the Palanca Negras, I mean the giant sable antelopes, to just trample on the Scorpions on the pitch. But things have not been working so right for them. Looking at the nature of these two creatures, the animals.
Talking about Manucho, who played for Manchester, Ato came very close to playing for Manchester United. Did you meet Manucho there, or?
No, I haven't met. No, I didn't meet Manucho. By the time he was there, I was already in Antwerp. Yeah.
And Ato, what do you make of it? I mean, it's quite difficult for Gambian players to get into that top level. That top clubs, that top leagues. Where do you think the problem lies? You were so close to joining one of the best teams in the world.
I wish I know this answer, bro, because this question I've been asked.
I think we are taking that now, Jack.
Exactly.
We have our players playing in top clubs. Musa Barrow is playing in the Serie A. OJ is playing in the Sampdoria. Suleiman Mahar playing in.
I totally agree, MS, because if you look at back in the day when Arthur and myself were playing, there was no mechanisms in place to export players. What happened with Arthur is not something that is normal. It was extraordinary. And Hassan wins it up high, which he always does. That's our first shot on target.
Goalkeeper Enrique doing very well to deny Hassan from point blank, but still the ball comes in. Abdullahi trying to wriggle his way.
Plays it to Alassane
Mane.
Gambia start back from the right. And
I like the composure of the right back, Noah Sunk. He's well composed player. You can see the way he's playing like a modern day right wing back.
I have been fawning over Noah Sonko since the last game, which was the first time I saw him play live. He is solid, he knows his role, he's not trying to do anybody else's role, but he helps people when he needs to, and he keeps the shape of the defense, which actually helps his right flank player to not have to do a whole lot of defending. So that frees up someone like Abdoulaye Diallo. So he's been immense, this Noah Sonko, and I hope that it continues.
It's absolutely solid at the right back for the Gambia ever since he's been called up. This is his second cap after picking up his first cap against Gabon, and before that he played in the friendly game against Congo in Portugal, where he impressed coach Tom Seinfeld, and ever since he has been making the list. Angola attacking. They are fighting for every ball, trying to win possession. Lovely skills, but the danger has been read. Wow. Again, possession has been lost easily. Play spread to the left. Taking under. Brilliant defending by Pamoudou Diagne, but concedes the corner to the Angolans. First corner for the visitors. Set pieces can always be dangerous.
Very dangerous indeed. So far, we've created more chances
From open play, yes.
open play, yeah. But they're having the set pieces, and that can be really dangerous.
Corner to Angola. Zolam Baza with corner of Angola. Cross comes in. Headed away. It's been cleared, but not very far. And the Angolans returns the ball into the box. Headed by the Gambian defense. Shot comes in. Hits their body. Still Angola keeping possession. And they won themselves a free kick again. Just after the center circle of the game, of the field.
What is concerning me so far, MS, is that the second ball after a free kick, it's being won by the Angolans. It's happened at least 5 times, especially at the top of the key. That's dangerous because the defense is trying to leave the area, and when the ball is not won by the second man, it can create a through pass, a shot, or a shot that is deflected. So we really have to clean up in that front of this the box there after the second ball again. But this is an out ball. Yeah.
Goal kick to the Gambia. 25 minutes played in the first 45 minutes. Still 0 apiece. We have not seen much of Hassan up front. Barrow or Jallo. Easily chested there under no pressure by the Angolans.
As David
Goes
Manuel
past.
Alphonse, the team captain, whipping
Cross comes
across.
in, brilliantly met there by Mustafa Mohamed Mbaye rather. The Angolan have been lively so far, so good in this game.
They have grown in confidence since the first 15 minutes, and you can see it's almost like they're the one who's controlling the narrative right now. They're able to play, especially out wide on the left side, and they are getting in crosses which are being dealt with, but we don't want even the crosses to be coming up because that could be dangerous. You cannot deal with every cross, so we have to deny the crosses coming in. Just like in the case where the captain Pamodu Jan just tackled, stuck a foot out to concede a corner, but he was able to stop a cross from a dangerous area, so we have to deal with those crosses from the flanks.
Goal kick.
I mean,
It's a weak one, a poor one. I mean, no.
yes,
Direct check it in the player.
our kicking has been questionable. I think by now you should shake off the nerves. After 15 minutes or so, you cannot think about nerves and pressure. You know that you have to play football, and by now we hope that they start to play football.
The referee has been so calm in the game. I mean, even the players calling for yellow card, he has not been listening. You can see him, the way he is screaming at Umar Kohli. Yes,
Abdullah
the foul
Jallo
has been awarded, yes.
going down in pain.
It has gotten to a point of make or break, now or never, for the Scorpions of the Gambia. There has never been any opportunity of this sort for them. The last time they came so close was around 2008-9 season after the draw against Senegal inside Senegal. And since then, it has been agony after agony in every attempt by the Scorpion. Here they are. They have all the chance within their grasp. They couldn't let the slips within their fingers or through their fingers. They must stay focused. They should not be complacent. And equally, they must put excitement aside. Modu Chop Toldo hits the ball upfield. From here, they can enjoy every moment. They They have to play for everything on the pitch and forget about celebration, forget about the excitement attack, forget about the pride as well.
Oh yes, if they think that they can come in here and have Angola hand them a victory, they are mistaken. They have to be at the top of their game. They have to be well concentrated. They have to play within themselves.
Fast
and they have to be alert. Things
Very
like
alert.
this cannot
Comes
happen.
in.
Things like this, you cannot be caught asleep at a match of this magnitude. So I'm sure the coach will have to address this. But what is important is the game is still 0-0, and you don't need to win by 10 goals to nil to get 3 points. 1-0 gets us the 3 points, which gives us the 10 points that we are looking for, which will be maximum in the group, even if Gabon beats Congo, which actually, if Gabon beats Congo, it confirms our qualification. But winning here 10 points, nobody can be ahead of us after this match day 5. So it's really important, but we should also be very alert and be very assertive in the way we're doing things. The midfield is definitely being dominated, but let's see what happens. Angola are always trying to cut off the Gambians, to cut off their rhythm with these silly fouls. Finally, a yellow card comes out, which is definitely important, Arthur.
Yeah, the midfield has been dominated so far. Hence the reason, that's why the front three is not having a service. Yeah, that's why they've been quiet for now. I hope the coach is going to talk much on that.
And this is a free kick to the Scorpions after half hour of football. Still nothing to separate the Palanque Negras from the Scorpions. Alassane takes it slow. Tomar Colley, the vice captain of the Scorpion, who does long into the box. Pamadou Jan is claiming for a foul there, but nothing is awarded by the central referee. Musa Baro Prentu takes it. Mane rolls it. The Scorpions knocking it slowly. The Angolans trying to win it back. Musa Baro is there. He's looking for support. He got it from Hassan Cisse, who's brought down. The referee will allow the play to continue here. Team captain Pamadou Jan. Suleiman Mar chips it forward, looking for the running or the arriving Hassan Cisse, but the goalkeeper was in a high alert.
A promising moment there from the Scorpions, but the Angolans trying to break. Good recovery there by Suleiman Mar to dispossess that counter-attack.
That was an important interception from Mar, because the Angolan player was often running and he had players in the running lanes to play a pass, so that was really timely.
Good move from Suleiman, from chipping the ball and then sprinting back to dispossess that move.
Yeah, that was really a timely tackle, and a very important one as well, because the defense was already out of position. So that was a really good one.
And although we've not been seeing too much of passes, connective passes, in the game since over 30 minutes now.
Yeah, like Mo already said, after 15 minutes, normally the nerves should settle in. So we're really struggling so far, as we have seen. I just hope that we'll correct what's really missing right now. That is the midfield being dominated. That's a chance.
Then product is poor. That was a good move, but the end of it was definitely poor. Should have go for a pass. Probably could have been an own goal, or any arriving player there can just do a finishing job.
Definitely needed a better delivery to do the move justice, but again, we have got to a point where we're almost getting used to the ball being miskicked at the time. But I'm sure they will get it right. Again, like I said, I'm an optimistic person. I feel like a 1-0 victory is just as good as a 10-0 victory. So as long as it stays 1-0, we have a 0-0 at this point. We're still at the driving seat, because we also have a lot to offer from the bench.
I think every other Gambian wouldn't mind having a not so beautiful game, and then ended up with 3 points.
Exactly.
That's what's important for us right now at this stage of these qualifications. Yeah, it's really beautiful to watch beautiful football, but for us right now, it's all about the 3 points.
3 points.
Definitely.
A typical Jose Mourinho mindset. Well, nevertheless, this is a free kick. Jan, you are going to say something.
Yes, Jose Mourinho struggling, so we don't want to be Jose Mourinho. We want to be Jurgen Klopp or somebody. MS knows what I'm talking about. Not as bad as Jurgen Mourinho, though. But we have Tom, and here is Hassan. This is Hassan's forte. It's our throw-in. Gambia's throw-in.
He has scored 3 times against Angola, Hassan, with the first coming in on the 10th of September 2019 when he scored the consolation goal for the Gambia.
Cross comes in,
into
but
the
nobody
area.
to connect.
We have to get numbers in the box.
Yeah.
That's the second or third time you said cross comes in and nobody in the box.
The ball flashes across
yes,
the goal without anybody
yes, most definitely.
getting that final touch.
Most definitely. They have to get their timings right so they can be in the box at the right time.
Omar Koli, the Sampdoria defender, plays the ball to Buba Sane. Sane to Mbai. The pass has been very weak and the Angolans picked possession. Angolans running on each other, but they have still retained possession. The number 2 up against Pamoudou Jan, trying to go over. Lovely done there by Suleiman Mar. Jamano picks up the ball, chips it to Nuha Sonko. The right back was space to run. Try to find Hassan Cisse.
But again, yes, you can see there are way more yellow shirts in that area than we have red shirts. And Hassan will need help. He's a fighter, he makes his run, but he needs help. He needs to be complemented from either midfield or the 2 outside flanker strikers who should be at least coming in when the ball is on the opposite side of their flanks.
It's Angola having the lion's share of possession so far in this game. Trying to knock the ball beautifully among themselves and finding that opening. Pamoudou wins the free kick.
I want to point out, with the last 2 games that I watched Pamoudou Jan, he had struggled with confidence. It seems not to be the case today. He's really poised. He's made the right tackles. His timing is okay. And that is definitely good for us going forward because he's a very important leader in the team. There's Abdoulaye Diallo. This is what we used to see him doing.
Yeah, absolutely a tricky player, and that will be quite helpful to the team. I mean, movements like it will help the team because he always create the space. He always try to reduce the numbers of the defensive team, and in the end, making those creative passes.
Another overhit ball by Musa Barrow.
You can see the frustration.
Yes, he's definitely frustrated. But he just has to keep his nerve, keep his calm. You know, it will come. You know, they say form is temporary, class is permanent. We know he's a class player, as is most of the players here on the pitch. So they just need to let the game come to them. Don't have to force any issue. And things will come out right. I think Angola are playing as best as they can. And they cannot even get a shot in.
Yeah.
Which tells volumes about the way we are organized. Even though they have the lion's share of the possession, you cannot see them penetrating our midfield. And if we are able to win the ball whilst they're attacking, that falls into our strengths because of Hassan Cisse's ability to run in behind the defense. And obviously our skilled players can play one-on-one football like the Germanos, that is Abdoulaye Diallo and Alassane Mane.
Nuhad Sonko doing very well to win the free kick on the far side of the field. Buba Sane lays the ball to Omar Koli. Mar finds Barrow.
He's looking for it. This
Shot
is
comes
his
in
strength.
over the
Yes.
bar. Ambitious one.
Definitely, and that even woke up the little self-distanced crowd that is invited exclusively for this game, and we haven't heard them all game, so at least that puts them there. We need them as well.
Yeah.
They don't just need to be spectators. It would be nice to hear a little bit of support.
This is one of his qualities, and I think he should do more of this, because so far he's struggling, and Germano as well, but we're starting to see some little flashes from him. And if he's on, then definitely we're going to see more of Hassan as well.
And that was no threat to the 35-year-old goalkeeper, Hugo Manuel of Angola, who plays with Ferenc FC in the Portuguese Liga. The Scorpions have been doing very well in this game. Suleiman Mar, he's an amazing player. He's always outstanding.
Very composed and poised.
And well composed.
Very composed.
Accurate passes. You can see the interchange of play by him.
He's top, man.
Jalo still fighting. He has been penalized for handling the ball. I think the assistant referee got that right. It was right under his nose. He cannot just miss that.
Yes, that was unfortunate because you can see the hunger in him. He tried to win the ball back. That was an opportune place for him where he can do his cutting in. And he's also a very good shooter of the ball, Abdoulaye Jallow. And I know if he gets in that position, he will not hesitate. MS.
Absolutely. If he has this position and the space to shoot, he's always not shy to try his luck. Don't you think allowing the Angolans to knock the ball among themselves at the back without putting that pressure on them is giving the Angolans the confidence to build from the back?
Yeah, as we've already seen with this coach, Tom, I think he's superstitious. He doesn't like to change much of his winning ways. Okay. So I think this is the formation that brought him here. So that's why he's still maintaining this.
Suleiman Mar.
He's making up his mind where to place the ball.
He's looking
for a goal.
He's looking for right there. That's what we want to see.
Cross comes
again.
Where's the help?
No help, no connection, no contact.
But at least we saw 3 red players in the box. It just didn't reach one of them. Well, this is what you want to see. Good composure. Suleiman Mar stringing in the passes. And the slashers, that is the flank players, doing the cutting runs. This is how you want to play.
Good vision again from Suleiman Mar. Alassane Mane doing very well. Suleiman Mar again.
There you go. This is the football we want to play.
Angolans breaking away in numbers, but still unable to convert their possession to chances. It's been a decent first half for Gonzalo's side, who have won them a free kick, and they appear to be winning most of the fouls in the game.
A decent first half for Angola so far, but not so decent for us, because the more they settle in this game, the more it gets harder for us to break them down. So I hope we will be able to break this.
The Gambia top of Group D on 7 points, with Gabon also on 7 points. And a win for the Gambia here today, coupled with a win for Gabon against Democratic Republic of Congo, will ensure qualification for the Gambia to the African Cup of Nations. It's a closed-door game, with all the protocols of COVID-19 to be respected. An Angolan player is down, receiving treatment, and that takes a bit of steam or gas out of the game.
Yes, most definitely. I'm not sure if it will be helpful to us or if it's not, but we will see, because play is about to restart.
Tom Sanfe giving instructions from the touchline. He has tried and failed with several countries. Can this be his moment?
There you go. Ball. Come on.
Angola now, lovely football there. Shot comes in. Not a promising move from the Angolans.
Yes, but it's also a 35-yard shot, which is still something that I will take any day, because it will take a miracle to score from there, especially when the keeper has seen you coming with that kind of intent. So I don't think it was as dangerous, but what is dangerous is losing the ball in those areas. He could have had a better option or a better runner to play a pass in through. That could be dangerous, yeah.
A very dull first 45 minutes.
35, as you can see, certainly the fourth official will raise the board for the added on time, which is going to be just a single minute to be added to this first 45 between the Scorpions of the Gambia and the Palanca Negres of Angola. You can see it. Just a minute added on to the first 45 minutes. Looks more likely is going to be a stalemate goalless draw between the Gambia and Angola. All in yellow, the Palanca Negres. They runs the ball out of play for a throw into the Scorpions. MSU, we're talking about the attempts of the Gambia's coach Tom Sampé. He had made several attempts. He started his coaching career back in 1997 to 2001 with the lower Belgium division side. And from that moment on, he went on to coach the Qatar under-17, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Ethiopia. He also coached Malawi, Togo, Bangladesh, Malta, Trinidad, and Tobago as well. Some of these nations he has served as a guide, but he has not been able to succeed with any of them. And probably this is his best possible moment. And the Gambia, this crop of players that he selected for these two crucial games, could be the ones to make him a proud coach.
He's the journeyman.
A long journey for that matter.
He's a journeyman coach. He's been everywhere, and he's been in situations that are similar to us. So that does serve us well, and he has learned from those situations that this kind of gig with the Gambia has been his best coaching tenure so far. There goes the first half whistle, and I believe the team talk is going to be about intensity in the second half. One thing that I think that is helping us well, unfortunately I have to say this, but I was a footballer, is that there are no fans in the stadium. Had we played like this with a full stadium, we probably would have been booed off the field, and all the players would have ended up losing their focus or confidence or hunger. This is something that is a blessing in disguise, MS. I know it because I felt it. Arthur has felt it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the fact that the fans are not here, they can still keep their heads, come back, and still have the same focus. Not that we don't want fans here, but our fans have to wake up to the fact that when you are supporting a national team, you support them when they are down, not when they are winning, because they need support when they are down.